It sounds like you're feeling different from others because you think deeply and notice things that many people might miss. You might be feeling out of the place because your perspective is unique. It's normal to question your own intelligence, but it's not a bad thing to think deeply and see the world differently. Being smart can sometimes make things harder, but it also means you have a special way of seeing the world. Sometimes you feel it's hard to keep up because everything moves so fast, but then you realize you don't have to. Still, you also worry about being left behind when everyone else is ahead. But if you think about it differently, if you're behind everyone, from their point of view, you are ahead, free to do anything without the pressure of keeping up. I can choose my own comfortable pace without rushing and following the crowd. When I look back at my college days, I wanted to spend time with friends and family, do well in classes, keep up with the job, and still have time for myself. I feel like I keep having to sacrifice something to keep pushing forward and make up for what I lost. It's hard to realize that rushing to get more time just makes the time pass by faster. I went through this way back then, and I wish I had some guidance telling me. It might feel more intense today because you can't escape from knowing too much, but it's always been around. One thing I would love for you to remember is that you have desires, passions, and things you want to do. It might sound simple, but these are the good times for you. These are the times when you have a lot you want to do and the energy to do it. You may not have all the resources, and I know that's really frustrating, but it's also a time to be creative. As for the feeling of loss, you can't lose what you never really had. Opportunities can come again. Even in this uncertain era, you are the future. And from my perspective, that future looks promising. Let me remind you, when things were tough, when you felt overwhelmed, scared and alone, when you felt invisible, when you didn't have the answers, couldn't see the way, and wanted to give up, you kept going. The meaning of life is simply to be alive. It's clear, straightforward, and simple. Yet, people often rush around in a panic as if they need to achieve something beyond themselves. This is the real secret of life: to be completely engaged with what you're doing in the here and now.